Right, bit hasty, I haven't got much time. I'm going to see if I can have a quick drive of as many of these cars as possible. So we'll have a work down the lineup and see which ones we can drive. I'm going to start with the Allegro just because it's an amazing colour. Right, vehicle one, very quick, not much time for setting sound up, sorry. Oh, it's interesting, we've got stalks from what looked like an Austin Metro here, so I've got indicators left. I wasn't expecting that. We will do a wiper test. I'll screen wash, not really playing ball, that's disappointing. You'll note we've got the wipers set for left-hand drive even though it's right-hand drive, just like the UK ones. So I'm not used to the powerful 1.3. The last Allegro I drove was a 1.1. Now the engine in this has done about 10 miles, so oh, have to turn the wheel more than is ideal perhaps. Things sliding around on the dashboard, so I've got to take it easy with the engine, but because it is freshly restored it feels very good. Bit of a struggle on the gear change, that's quite stiff, but there we go. Yeah, it doesn't handle like a Mini, it has to be said. Past the Steampunk Museum. Oh, I like the noise it makes, it sounds quite aggressive actually. Don't labour a rebuilt engine. The indicators really aren't where I expect them to be. And we'll test the turning circle. Oh, there goes the tin again. This is where he keeps all his money. But this feels lovely. It's had a regas suspension, so it actually rides really, really well. And yeah, that's something they do here. They convert them so they can just gas up the displacers. So yeah, you get that magic floating ride back, so it feels lovely. Oh, there we go. Might need a bit of choke. There we go, running nicely now. I'll get my seatbelt on. It's interesting, I forgot they have rotating dials, so is it a push? Oh, it is a push, it's a squeegee. Apparently Kiwis aren't fond on screen wash, it seems. But yeah, good overlap, no triangle of doom to be had, especially as there's no screen wash. Let's see if we can get straight out. Oh, no power steering. So we've got a little stalk for the indicator, rotating dial for the lights on the right hand as well. Oh no, she doesn't want so much choke. So this is a twin choke 1.6, I think. So it should be quite nippy. Yeah, I'm liking this. Nice snick little gear change going on there. Pleasantly rorty. might be a 1.5 actually in these. 1498 rings a bell for some reason, but this feels very, very pleasant indeed. It's done 103,000 kilometres by the look of it, but it could have gone round more than once, I suppose. This is very nice. I think Avengers are massively underrated. I think they're every bit as good as their rivals, if not better. Very nice engine, it's got very short push rods, it tends to be quite revvy, quite smooth, and quite punchy as well. I mean, I'm not setting land speed records here, but I can't really do that anyway because I'm driving it around the town, and they tend to frown upon such behaviour. See if we can go left here. Yes, that seems possible. Yeah, nice steering, nice ride. Avenger is definitely rated by me. The Avenger had a fairly long life. I think they were introduced in 1970, built up at the Linwood factory. There goes the MGB. They lived on until 81, I think, as a Chrysler, and then as a Talbot. And then they lived on even longer than that. Nice Toyota Carina there, probably a Corona over here, because they were produced in South America, where they became a Volkswagen, bizarrely. The Volkswagen 1500 was a Hillman Avenger. Volkswagen just took over the factory and just kept making the car before they started building their own products there. So that's quite an interesting history. But yeah, obviously everyone goes on about Avenger Tigers, the real performance version, but no, I'm quite happy with the lesser versions. I think they're much nicer, much better suspension, and yeah, really nice little car. With those great rear lights, the hockey stick rear lights. We're back here again. There's a Ford Territory. And we'll take this one back. Lovely, give the brakes a shove. Oh yeah, they're quite punchy. I think that might be better than my Ford Fairmont, so that's not a good sign, is it? Yeah, steering that's hard at manoeuvring speed soon lightens up once you're on the way. Right, now we're in the Subaru Ace, or Subaru Ace, depending on which country you're from. He said that was the key. Let's try the other way up. It's not that key. Apparently it isn't that key. Right, tilt up. I've got to squeeze out of this space right up against the back of this Chevrolet. Oh, he's got quite long legs, the owner. But it actually feels a little bit, quite a bit more spacious than the Perodua Nipper, which isn't a comparison you'll hear very often. See where the Land Rover is behind me very easily. Oh, where's first? Oh, that's a rubbery gear change. Is that first? No, it is apparently first. Oh, stall. It does feel like power steering. That's unexpected in a car that's got a 660cc engine. It's quite revvy. Get out of my way, people. I am road testing. This is important. Oh yeah, that steering is very light. Oh, and the throttle response is impressive. Oh, CV joint going. Whoa. And yeah, we briefly reached 50 in fourth there. There is no fifth. I wouldn't say this is geared for motorway cruising. Stick to our standard test route. Indicators right, as you'd expect on a Japanese import. But the Perodua Nipper, even though it's was sold in the UK, still had right-hand indicators. Oh, that pulls well. Better do a wiper test, I suppose. Has this one got screen wash? What is it with you Kiwis and your screen wash? What's going on? I believe it would have a triangle of doom if it had any screen wash. 3 vehicles tested, no screen wash. This is appalling, New Zealand. What are you playing at? Oh, it doesn't like hills. It goes quite well, and because it's a 4-cylinder engine, it sounds smoother than the 3-cylinder in a Perodua Nipper, and I'm going to keep making that comparison because it feels like an apt one. Perhaps not the Perodua Nipper, more the Daihatsu Mira, which is a Perodua Nipper, the L200. But the heater is on for some reason, and I don't think we need that. I'm going to turn that to cold, help the engine warm up. But yeah, already I'm thinking it could do with a 5th gear, and it does not have one. Ugh. This is like a predecessor to the Subaru Vivio, which is a car we did get in the UK. 4-wheel drive as well, in a tiny little K car. There weren't many sold, but a girl in the 6th form at my secondary school did have one. I remember being quite interested in her car. Yeah, my priorities were never always that good. There's a C again here at Oamaru. But yeah, I am liking this a lot, even if it has only got a 3-speed fan. We have got the various distressing nodding animals, adding some colour to proceedings and only being mildly alarming. And now it's the Triumph Mayflower. Woohoo! Got the ignition on, put the clutch in, pull to start. It says.
Yeah, pull it.
It doesn't seem to want to pull. Oh, there we go. And
cold.
Reverse is opposite first?
Yeah, it's a bit cold.
So that's reverse.
That's reverse. It's a bit cold, so you might splatter a bit.
Okay, thank you.
Indicators.
Of course.
They don't,
Oh,
they don't turn
trafficators.
off themselves here.
Beautiful. Wow. Oh, the mirror is not at all set for me. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to adjust that because there are no exterior mirrors. All the best tests start backwards. And towards and down for first. Indicators, that little thing, and out comes the little arm. I'm not going to bother changing here because we're going that way. Out with my little indicator here. The rim feels tiny in here. I somewhat patinated Nissan Primera there, missing a mirror and bits of light, but never mind. So we're going round. Oh, heave the wheel. Change the indicator. There we go. Second is away and up. It's only a 3-speed gearbox, which means when we get to this position, we are in top gear. That is 3rd gear. I have to keep pressing the choke. Apparently it has a habit of coming out all on its own. And try a bit of attempted rev matching to get into second without a crunch. I didn't do very well. think is a little interesting. I've been warned that these are not the best of cars when it comes to handling. Oh yes, you're starting to weave on me. Whoa! Oh my gosh, that's character building stuff right there. With some of these cars, it's a bit like Austin 7s, you have to kind of learn not to fight it too much, or you end up just weaving down the road. Set the trafficator into second. That was a more successful change. Check it's clear. It is clear. And give it a beans up the hill. That is not a powerful engine. And they tried to sell these in America. Oh, that was a mistake. Perfect double declutch into second. There's the MGB again. Nice change. That is much nicer than the Austin Cambridge I drove the other day. Sorry, Chris, but it is the truth. And yeah, it just hasn't got any power. It makes the Austin Cambridge seem quite the sports machine. Old brakes aren't, yeah, they're not up to the standards of the little Subaru. But you know, we're around the bend and haven't fallen over, so that's pretty good. Oh, this is lovely. There isn't a screen wash, I don't think it's a requirement at this age, so pull the wipers on. Oh, good overlap. And that's not the place to park. Oh, I see, you've got to turn them off yourself. Fine. Is there a horn? Oh, that's a good horn. Oh, they just stole that off the bigger cars, didn't they? Oh, big hill. Press on the brakes. That's a hefty pedal weight there. Four-wheel drums, of course. What an amazing little car. It feels to me like the original rim has broken up, and I suspect this is hiding the fact, because that feels like original rim there. Then it just feels like the metal hoop inside. Oh, attempted heel and toe fail. Just use the gearing to slow down really, and the brake's a bit of a shove there, and in we go. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a rally car, but I would say it's a world of magic charm. Oh, that's a good horn. Oh, lovely. Handbrake back on. Sweet. So there we go. That was the Hubnut Social and all the doings in Oamaru. It's been marvellous. It's raining now, it's finished, which means I've actually got to operate the windscreen wipers, which I haven't had to do for quite a while. But I shall say, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. Don't forget to Hubnut Store. Don't forget you can hit the join button below the video and become a member of Hubnut on YouTube. New things. And I shall see you in a future video. Farewell.